What's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm really excited because today is going to be a super busy, fun-filled day. I did a really fun makeover with Jedi Hair Master, or Yadira, who's also my salon manager, and we did an amazing transformation, including roots, toning, all of it. So we're gonna show you the full process, including coloring the hair extensions and the hair install. But before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a video. Now let's go ahead and get started. This is our client. She has a 4-week grow out. She comes in religiously to get her roots touched up. So that's really important when you are trying to maintain an even canvas. You're going to get even lift every single time. And a lot of that happens when you are also measuring your lightener. So that's also imperative. So what Yadira likes to use is Moroccan Oil Blonde Voyage at a 1 to 1.5 mixing ratio with 20 volume developer. And she processes no longer than 30 minutes every single time. So again, you want to measure the viscosity, the consistency of your lightener, make sure you're using a scale, and then also make sure that the timing is the same and the application is the same every single time. So when she's done with that process, we have a nice warm base to work with. She went ahead and trimmed it up just a little bit, and we're going to be adding extensions to her hair today. We want to make sure that she just has a overall pretty clean base to work with. So she's using Kenra, magenta, and red, and then something we didn't show in this shot was Candy from Pulp Riot. It's kind of like a neon pink. So that's how we had this perfect custom shade and blend for this particular client. She wants to maintain this shade every single time, but you can see how warm her base is. And again, that's very important for this type of end result, because if we lifted her to a level 10, it's going to be so much more brighter, and that's not what we're trying to achieve. We don't want lighter, brighter. We want to maintain this pretty intense shade of pink that we got going on. And then she gets it on the roots first. And as soon as she's done, she starts the timer for 20 minutes. That's all really you need. And what we love about the shade is that it does grab really intensely and it lasts such a long time. That Kenra magenta is like super intense. And then she pulls it right on through her ends. Once the timer goes off, we go ahead and rinse her out with cool water and then 100% dry her. So this is a perfect opportunity to go ahead and take care of a lot of those split ends. Make sure that she has a great canvas before we go ahead and put those extensions on her hair. Now, while her hair color was processing, we went ahead and colored her hair extensions as well. So something to note when you're color matching hair extensions is you want to make sure that the base of the hair extensions matches the base of your client's lift. So these were colored on top of a warm blonde shade. This is how we were able to get the perfect match. So we used a beaded sew-in install method. She had a total of just 2 rows for this go round, but these are a hybrid weft hair extension install, and we actually colored the thread the same shade of pink. And the way we did this was actually by using the creative shade that we use in the bowl and taking the lightest shade of thread available, and then we just went ahead and stained it and let it dry overnight. So we kind of knew we were going to do this already, so that way we had the perfect blend. But we actually learned later that the thread does stain later on, especially when she does that first wash. So you don't have to stain the thread if you don't want to, but we just thought this was like a really fun way to really get the perfect blend. Now we're on to row 2. So this is just a 2-row install, but we did add in 4 wefts onto each of the rows. And even though she has fine hair, she has lots of it, so she has high density to support the weight of these 4 wefts. And these are hybrid wefts. These are really lightweight. So that's kind of the beauty of using a hybrid weft. And once we got those all secured, I went ahead and sewed those in. And just a little hot tip here. I know a lot of people ask, like, how exactly do you sew this in? We just sew it onto the left side and the right side of the bead. So this is never just goes over the bead at all, because we want to be able to move these rows up in between her services. But can we just appreciate the stitching here? This is how you know you have a great stitch install, because that line of thread is living right on top of the seam. Now, there are lots of creative ways on how you can install hair extensions, and if you want to learn some in-depth tutorials, make sure you check out my online education that's available on my website. Now, once we have everything installed, we go ahead and cut the hair extension. So this is a very important part of
the entire hair extension install, and it's a kind of a big oversight. We went ahead and took the length off where the maximum amount of density was at. I usually like to start here for all of my clients, but 9 times out of 10, they usually like to go a little bit shorter than where I start out. But this is a great first time install, just so that way they get the maximum amount of length out of the hair extensions that they purchased. Now this completes the process of this full transformation, root touch up, hair extension install, and I think we got a gorgeous blend. I wanted to show you guys what the hair looks like without curling it. I know a lot of hairdressers will show you what the hair looks like curled, and usually when you get a hair extension install client, they want you to curl their hair. They want that long mermaid hair. Here's the end result. Hope you love it.
So I really hope you enjoyed this hair video, and if you did, please give this video a like, thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below what you loved about it. For more free education sent right to your inbox, be sure to head on over to MirellaManelli.com and sign up for my newsletter. If you want to listen to podcasts all around salon business, make sure to check out Airbnb. It is a podcast all about hair, beauty, and business, and it's also launching on YouTube really soon. I'm in the process of recording some amazing content for you on there. And finally, to learn all the amazing ways on how you can work with me, including joining my YouTube membership right here on the site, make sure you check out the links down below in the description, and I will see you in the next video.